Hello and welcome to the Side Quest podcast, episode 2. We're back. I'm your host with the most, Ryan Hoffman, and with me, as always, my co-host, the Wario to my Waluigi, Cameron Sellers. Cameron, how you doing, buddy?
We're doing good, man. We're doing good. It's spring is finally rearing its head. We're getting to those double-digit, temperatures. Up here in Canada, we use Celsius, so we're hitting those 17s, which is nice and warm here for us.
Do you have a favorite temperature? I feel like I have a favorite temperature, and it might be a weird thing to have a favorite for.
Oh no, I am 100% in a temperature zone, which a lot of people disagree with me. But I am a solid 17 to 21 degrees Celsius because I don't like the heat. I don't mind the cold. If I'm shivering, it's a bit of a different situation, but that 17 to 21 range I find is perfect.
See, I'm 23. Like 23 degrees is like perfect temperature. It's nice breezy. It's not too hot. It's not too cold.
If there's a breeze, absolutely, I can go higher than 21. But I find that 17, 21 is I can be out in the air and it's not really moving, and I'm not overheating.
Yeah, I feel like today is a very rainy day, so it's a very good day to stay inside and play video games. I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk. Finally got in on that. It's on Game Pass, and it's a slow burn, but I'm trudging through it.
It can be for sure. Yeah, I wanted to get into like kind of what we're playing kind of thing, right? So we were talking about Cyberpunk before. I have well over 400 hours in the game. I was a day one adopter of Cyberpunk. I had the collector's edition. I had the book. I had everything day one. I loved that game. I still love that game. I probably play it once every year, 2 years kind of thing. I start a whole new character and start from scratch. It was definitely rough in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
But the what they've changed has drastically improved not just the gameplay, but kind of how you interact with the character as well, and the different kind of augments that you can give. There's a lot more that you can invest kind of personally to make that character your own, and so no one story playthrough will ever be the same.
I love games like that where like that the replay value is in the character, not just like you do it again, you do the same shit, and then you find all the same stuff. It's like no, you actually make different choices, which is really good.
So now there is obviously a story that the game wants you to follow, but the only time you're going to be getting a lot of the same outcomes is if you're hunting for every little item in the game kind of thing. Like if you're on your first playthrough, it's going to be different than what my first playthrough was, just because of the background, the kind of side missions that we're hitting. Because as someone who's fresh to the game, it's a big city.
It's huge. It's massive. Like I'm looking at the map and I'm like, it's going to take me years just to walk
exactly.
anywhere.
And if you're playing how the game wants you to play, which is, hey, my character's name is V. I am dying. Spoiler alert for a game that's been out for how many years at this point? Yeah.
6 years.
Your main character is dying. Like that's the whole point of the game. Is like you're looking for the cure to make you not die. So realistically, there is this quote unquote time pressure of the game. So if you're playing it that way, you're going to be kind of flowing through things in a different manner than everyone else, because you're going to want to be doing things so that you don't die in the game. But realistically, there's not really a timer. You can just go do the side quests, and then obviously it progresses as most games do.
And speaking of side quest, if you're new to the podcast, we are big nerds, and we like talking about gaming and superheroes and pop culture and all that good stuff. So on the subject of gaming, Cam, you have something that you wanted to talk about today about guilty pleasure games. Is that right?
Yeah, guilty pleasure and kind of offshoot regrets as well. Okay. So
I like where this is going.
Going back over a decade at this point, one of my favorite games of all time, Borderlands 2.
Of course, classic.
Gearbox Software,
yep.
Fantastic. It's a big plus in that series. I'm pretty sure it's still the favorite to most of the Borderlands fan base. What the people at Gearbox tried to do, however, because there was another popular game at the time called Overwatch.
Ooh.
So they tried to come out with their own version of Overwatch, and it was a game called Battleborn.
Oh my god, I remember Battleborn.
Yeah, so I was one of the suckers that pre-ordered it. I got a stupid little plastic figurine.
For audio listeners, he's holding up a little plastic figure of, it almost looks like a double-bladed lightsaber Sith with a red sword on his back of a character that I have never seen in my entire life. And he's standing on a rock.
So this was a pre-order bonus. You got one of like 4 characters or whatever it was. This is a hero named Wrath. He is a sword wielder. It's supposed to be kind of like a quick ninja samurai style playable character. I played this game for probably 20 minutes.
Oh no.
And I realized it was not for me. I am not a hero shooter guy or a hero sword wielder guy. I am very much a single player story kind of thing. So when I saw this game come out, they did tell us it was going to be a hero shooter and that it was going to be, it's an Overwatch clone. It's a bad Overwatch clone at that. But the promise was way overhyped.
I remember when I worked at a game store, this game, there was like hundreds of used copies of this game of people trading it in.
And mine was one of them.
Probably. Yeah, like Overwatch was the king for sure. And like, I mean, it's crazy the sort of rise and fall of Overwatch with when it turned to Overwatch 2. Now it's just back to being called Overwatch.
Yeah.
And Marvel Rivals is like kind of the hero shooter of the minute right now. I mean, it's a great genre. Like it's a cool genre to have like all these different characters, all the different abilities.
If you have a solid crew of people to play with, those kind of games are great. I'm a single player guy, or I play Fortnite with my buddy Ryan here, right?
Yeah,
like
there
that's the extent of my multiplayer.
Well, talking about stuff that we regret buying, I feel like my like biggest gaming regret is kind of a hot take in a sense, because my like one game that I've bought most recently that I should not have bought was Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Now, listen,
you break my heart every time we talk about this.
Listen, I know it was a huge game. There was midnight releases for it, which I worked at one of those, and it was awesome. The hype was real. The energy was great. People love Zelda, and it's understandably so, because it's such a like long running franchise. There's lots of different games for it, and it's hard, but in a good way in some games. But Tears of the Kingdom, I played for 2 hours. And went, I can't do this. Now listen, okay, just to preface, I played Breath of the Wild. I beat Breath of the Wild. Right. I didn't do everything, okay? I didn't do like every single side quest or find every Korok seed or whatever, right? But I beat Ganon. I maxed out whatever I could max out. I got all the heart containers. I got the Master Sword. Great time. But when I went to play Tears of the Kingdom, there's a part where like, they're like, oh, go find this bird guy. And
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And there's a little mark on the map where he could be.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, I'll go to the mark. And I'm like, where the heck is this bird guy? And I have to like climb a whole mountain just to like find him.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna say,
you know
the problem
what?
is you didn't look up.
I don't want to look up. Just tell me where it is. Tell me where. Just put the checkpoint on the map. Let me go there and tell me where it is. Like in Assassin's Creed, for example, which is one of my favorite series. There's 2 modes. There's a guided mode and there's like an exploration mode. The guided mode is basically like a checkpoint that tells you exactly
step
where
by
to
step
go.
where to go, how to do it.
But it's funny because it still goes like this person's in the east and they're north of this river and blah blah blah. They give you sort of like the geographic landmarks. But it's just a waypoint. You just go to the waypoint. But the exploration mode is it just gives you those descriptions and it doesn't actually show a checkpoint, which is like, to me, a nightmare. To me, an absolute fucking nightmare.
Yeah, you're I don't picture you as a big open world type gamer. You're very, I think you play your multiplayer games, you play your sport, you play your basketball games and that, but you're very, at least from my experience, a linear based story gamer.
I don't even like Minecraft that much because
Minecraft, there's really no story to Minecraft. That is pure do whatever you want.
I don't want to do whatever I want. I want to do what the game tells me to do. Yeah. So I don't like having too much choice. It's too too big. It's too much of a big world. So
let me tell you about this game called The Witcher 3.
Oh god. CD Projekt Red. I'm sorry. You make great games, but they're just not for me.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah.
Oh. So we talked about kind of games that we regret. I want to kind of talk about a game that is a guilty pleasure to me. It was loved by a lot, despised by a lot more.
Oh boy.
It failed to bring what they promised to the fan base. And the game that I absolutely love the movement of, the setting, the characters, is Anthem.
Oh, you're a sick puppy.
I pre-ordered the top-end edition when it came out because from the trailers and everything like that, yes, it showed that it was going to be a multiplayer kind of game, but it promised a single-player story that intrigued me to my core. It was I'm a very exosuit, mech-based kind of guy. Like I have a lot of Lego sets that are all like mech-based Lego sets kind of thing. So the process of Anthem really hyped me up. It's like, hey, I can basically be Iron Man with elemental powers and fly around and do whatever kind of thing, right? The problem with Anthem, a lot of stuff was broken.
Whoa, no kidding.
The multiplayer aspect had some issues, but then again, like I said before, I'm a single player guy. So I played the game solo the entire time from beginning to the credits. I loved it. The story, not the greatest, but the gameplay kept it going for me. I loved flying around in that suit. It felt good.
Anthem was another game that I remember when working at the same game store, people bringing back, returning, like within the first week, because it was just like so like buggy and bad. And hilariously, I had a coworker who was like, Anthem's going to be the game of the year. It's going to be so good. And was like telling people pre-order. It's going to be so good. And then I was like, you better be careful, bro, because like it might come out and be not good. And then you're going to get a lot of people mad because they pre-ordered because you told them to.
Right.
And lo and behold, I was right. The game came out and it sucked.
Yeah, it was definitely not what they promised. I mean, there was a lot of issues with EA and kind of how the developers wanted to take the game and kind of which direction got turned around a dozen different times. And it was like the last 6 months or whatever, they added the flying aspect of the game. But it felt so good to play. Like, you've played God of War, right?
Sure, man.
Well, like the PS4 version, like God of War 2018, God of War Ragnarok.
Not long, but I have played it and felt
How good does it feel to throw that axe?
It's pretty good. It's a pretty beefy throw, which is always good. Yeah, definitely a good axe throw in a game is a
and then
indicator.
Spider-Man. How good does it feel to swing around that city?
So good. Like the best.
And to me, the suits in Anthem have that same feeling. It just feels natural. It feels so, like I feel so in tune with the controller and the character in the suit on screen that it just felt good to play. And that's what kept bringing me back. And I'm a firm believer of I want to spend money and get X amount of hours of enjoyment from what I spend. So if I spend $70 on a game, this is Canadian pricing, by the way.
So 150 US? No.
No, it's actually cheaper in the US.
Oh, shit.
Come on, Ryan, get your conversion rates right.
Right.
If I get, like, let's say $70, I want to get between 35 and 70 hours. I want to get 1 to 2 hours for every dollar I spend.
Totally. Do you subscribe to the idea that some people have where, like, there's the launch date and then there's the play date, which is like the launch date is the date it comes out. The play date is like a year later when they fixed everything.
Today, you're always going to have that day one patch, that dreaded day one patch. Like, it used to be, hey, buy an N64 cartridge, buy a DS game, throw it in the system. It worked. It turned on, you had the game. You couldn't update it.
Yeah.
Now it's like, cool. They don't really have to have things working the day of because they can have an unlimited amount of patches. Anthem needed more patches.
Oh, God. Yeah. Big time.
It was a great game. It died finally this year of January 2026.
Oh, really?
The final servers shut down.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because there was still a dedicated fan base to this game.
That's crazy.
And I mean, we're dragging on here a little bit. I keep talking about Anthem. I haven't played the game Anthem in probably 6 years. But what I played of it, I loved. And that's why it is one of my guilty pleasure games, because it is just something that will always stick with me for how I like to play games.
That's honestly so fair. And I know how you play games sometimes, just because we've been friends for so long. And my like guilty pleasure on the level of Anthem that I love, that is maybe like not a little too on the easy side, but I just love the series so much, is the Lego games. For me, so I've played Lego Star Wars, Lego Batman, Lego DC Supervillains, Lego Marvel, like all those games. Maybe not all the like the movie ones, but at least most of the like sort of main franchise ones. And I just love how like the formula is pretty much the same. You kind of know where to go. You know, like you have to build a structure in order to like progress. You unlock the characters. You should like unlock all the characters first before you go redo the story, because otherwise you don't have any reason to use those 250 characters or whatever. You can replay the levels with different abilities. You get like all the mini kits and the red bricks and stuff. And I know they're games for children. And there's sometimes where I'm like, I'm not figuring this out. This is a game for kids. Why can't I figure this out? But I know well enough that whenever the game tells me to go in one direction, I need to go the other way in order to find like a collectible.
Oh, that's like a staple nowadays. It was those kind of games that cemented that in us.
But you have a serious problem with the Lego games that is very funny to me.
Yes.
Because you don't like the whole replay the level with a character later vibe.
So my my sticking point with those kind of games and the whole kind of, because I attribute the Lego games similar to like a Metroidvania kind of thing where it's like, hey, I'm showing you this thing you can have, but ha ha ha, you don't have the tool to get it right now. Suffer, come back and get it later. It's like, no, if I can't get it now, don't show it to me until I can get it.
But that's the whole replay value of the game. You go back in free play mode, and you get all the characters you've unlocked, and you get to do it again. Because in story mode, you're stuck with the character, like you're Obi-Wan or Qui-Gon or whatever, and then you can only do that first level.
If I'm
with them.
coming back to replay a game, I want to feel like a god in that game. I want to have everything at my fingertips. So if I get to the end of a game, I should have everything in that game.
I think this comes from me being a fighting game fan, because in fighting games of old, like Xbox era, you had to unlock characters in different ways. It wasn't just like fight them and unlock them. It was like buy them in the store, or like meet them on the map, or like fight them in like as a secret fight or whatever.
Yeah. Or like do 74,000 of this combo and you get this one character's headband.
Exactly. And now it's like all you gotta do is just buy them. Like sometimes it'll be like, just finish the story mode and you'll unlock them, or pay $7 in order to get them now. It's like,
yeah, I'm definitely not a pay to unlock things early, but again, it goes to different type of games we play. Like one of my attributing games when I was a kid, one of my like games that formed me as the gamer I am today, is the Ratchet and Clank games.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're a big Ratchet and Clank
There's
guy. Yeah.
this gun in that game called the Rhino.
Okay.
And you have to find the blueprints throughout the entire game to unlock it. So you need like 6 of these golden blueprints, and then by the time you get that 6th one, you can then go buy that gun because you've built it over the course of the game. It doesn't have the blueprint in level 1 locked behind something you can only unlock in level 4.
Okay.
The blueprint is in level 1. You can obtain it when you're in level 1. You don't have to circle back and get it. I can make sure that I have the best of the best of the best where I currently am in that game without having to really backtrack.
It's a very like Veruca Salt.
I
want it now.
I'm not necessarily that. I am a completionist and a checklist kind of guy.
Oh, yeah.
If it exists and it's there for me to get, I will not continue until I finish everything in that zone.
Meanwhile, I look at achievements and go, yep, never getting that. Oh well. It ain't happening.
I'm that way, so I'm a big platinum hunter. If there's multiplayer platinums, yep, not getting it, because I am not a multiplayer guy.
You don't like the old games that had like be number 1 on the leaderboard or whatever,
God.
or like face a developer or something like that.
Another game that died way too soon, Titanfall 2.
Oh yeah.
That game, the people who know that game and ride and die for that game. But there are trophies in it where there's one trophy in particular that I've yet to get to this day. It is, and you know this about me, I hate time trial based achievements.
Yeah.
You have to do X thing in X amount of time, and that's the only way to do it. There is an obstacle course in that game where you have to be the fastest that there is. And there's exploits for it. It's like, my thumbs don't move that quick.
Well, yeah, certainly not now.
Certainly not now while I'm entering my 30s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No kidding. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of games out there that we feel good playing them. I don't think I've ever felt like secretive or bad about playing any games, but yeah, like I like what I like.
Yeah. There's no games that I hide.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. Yep. All right. Well, I'd say let's get into the next segment of the pod today. We got a couple episodes in of Daredevil Born Again.
Ooh,
so
I am loving season 2 so far.
So just real quick, so we are going to talk spoilers. The first 3 episodes are out as of the recording of this episode of this podcast.
Season 3 might be starting by the time this goes live, so who knows?
Yeah, it could be. You never know. But yeah, so if you don't want to get spoiled, go check out one of our other videos, or just like skip ahead, or just get it spoiled. I don't know. I'm not your mom. I don't care. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, so basically Daredevil's back and he's born again than ever.
Born Again 2.0.
Born Again 2.0,
Yep.
yeah. I'm still trying to kind of figure out what the whole like overarching plot of the season is, but basically like Wilson Fisk, Kingpin, is like doing some shady shit again. He's sneaking in guns on a boat that like sunk in the Hudson River or whatever. Yep. And Daredevil's trying to like get them to or just find the weapons and stuff.
He's trying to get him caught, but also trying to make it so the weapons don't enter his city.
Right, exactly.
So Daredevil, Matt Murdock, they're trying to get outside help to kind of focus in on Kingpin so that they can see, like, hey, he hasn't changed.
Yeah, he is still a bad guy for
He
sure.
is still like the whole kind of Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing, right?
Yeah, he's definitely a monster in disguise. So
Yeah.
so Daredevil sneaks onto this boat with the guns. The Fisk is sneaking in the city. He's got the DD on his chest. It looks sick. The black suit. Ooh, baby, that
It
black
is
suit.
clean.
It's great, and it's so funny just to think like he's blind. And he's like, I'm gonna put a DD on my suit. I don't know what a D looks like, but I guess he does kind of because he was.
He wasn't always blind,
You're
Ryan.
right. I always forget he's not born blind. He was like blind. Okay. So just a little nerdy film thing. I love the aspect ratio change when he does his like devil sense. So like the black bars on the screen
Yes.
kind of widen and it kind of like zooms in on stuff, and you're like, whoa, it's crazy. Because
I was gonna say, and you with a film background truly appreciate that kind of stuff. Where,
yeah.
As me as more of a casual understand, like I understand that kind of stuff very, very, very casually.
For sure.
So it's cool visually, but I don't understand, I guess, the thematics behind it like you do.
Well, you've seen the original Daredevil, right? Like the
Yes.
Ben Affleck one. So in that one, they do like the whole like he can see through.
It's like sonar kind of
Yeah,
thing.
like almost like sonar. So they're like when there's rain on Elektra's face in the movie, he can kind of see like her different like features and stuff like that, right? So yeah, so there's the aspect ratio changes are great. They did it in season 1 as well when he heard Foggy in the first episode, like on the phone. It kind of like zooms in and out. Another funny filmmaking thing is there's a lot of match cuts to Fisk's big old bald head in the first episode, and I thought they were just gonna keep doing it, but they haven't. They didn't do it in other episodes. But basically, a match cut is like when the object in frame, so in this case, the back of his head, is then cut to like a very similar looking shot of something else. So like I think it's like the back of Powell, the anti-vigilante task force guy's head, and he's on the phone, and then it cuts to Fisk's head.
Yeah, it's kind of has that smooth kind of transition.
And they do that a couple times, so I'm like, are they gonna like cut off his head in this show? Like, what is going on?
Like, is this theming here?
Is this foreshadowing? Yeah. Matthew Lillard is in it. He's great.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him once.
We've seen him once so far, but he is he's such just a joy to watch sometimes.
He will always be Shaggy to me.
Oh, for sure.
He will always be Shaggy.
Yeah. He's like a CIA agent who's like kind of got like Cheshire Cat energy.
I was gonna say, like, the larger governmental force of the US was kind of honing in on Kingpin there, but Matthew Lillard's character kind of pushed them out of the way.
Yeah.
So I want to see kind of what his angle is, because if he's working for a larger organization,
I think he's working for the CIA, but Val gets mentioned. Valentina
exactly.
DeFontaine, Julia Louis-Dreyfus' character from Thunderbolts and Hawkeye and all that, and she gets mentioned by the state attorney general, and so it's like, oh, remember her? But it makes me think, because like in Thunderbolts there was that Void attack where the Sentry, the Void, like just basically darkened everybody and turned them into shadows. So like, was Fisk mayor when that happened? I feel like
that's the hard thing in the MCU right now, is that we don't have a definitive zoomed in timeline.
It's getting a little muddled. Yeah,
it is, because if you go back to like Hawkeye and everything like that, like it was very Christmas time kind of thing, right?
Yeah, you kind of
and the consensus is that show is kind of at the same time as the latest Spider-Man film for chronological order kind of thing, right? So we don't know where things are sitting in that specific order right now. Like for the longest time, we didn't know what happened after Eternals, and then in Thunderbolts, we kind of got the answer to that with the Adamantium and everything, and we don't know when Thunderbolts is really taking place with all these other things that are happening. Like we see at the end of Thunderbolts, spoilers ahead, have some ties to the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Right? And similar with the Marvels and everything like that.
Yeah, it's so funny because like anytime they release a coffee table book of like the entire history, I'm like, you're gonna need a new one in about 3 months.
Exactly, because they're gonna go back, they're gonna retcon things, they're gonna change things, and
another interesting filmmaking thing was when Heather Glenn was like interviewing Swordsman. They do like a Dutch angle, which is sort of like basically the camera turns it at like sort of a 45-degree angle.
Okay.
And it was used a lot in like the 1960s Batman series whenever they would cut to like the bad guy's hideout to be like, something's up here, something's not quite right, something's askew. So yeah, I think she's going nuts because she keeps seeing Muse's ghost.
Oh
or whatever.
yeah, absolutely.
And a lot of people online are thinking like she's going to become like the female Muse, because like a couple of months ago,
because like,
hey, female one.
She went through something incredibly traumatic. She's not really getting the help she needs for it, and now she's kind of getting thrown into the criminal underworld. something's gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure. It's wild. Another crazy weird element of it that just makes me uncomfortable every time is the fake Fisk videos.
Yes,
They're kind of like
hilarious.
Max Headroom, which was like a prank from the 80s, like on some TV stations in Chicago, where like a guy hijacked the airwaves and was like giving like these cryptic messages. And to this day, people don't know what that is, which is really funny. But like they don't understand like why it happened. Yeah, like they're just unnerving and unsettling. I mean, they're supposed to be, but yeah.
It's very interesting to kind of see where the different plot points of this season are going, because there's so many different avenues, and I have a feeling they're going to be introducing a lot more in the short time that we have with the show leading up to the Punisher special series, because rumors are kind of circulating a lot right now. They're bringing back, I mean, again, rumor mill, the Defenders.
Yeah,
all of the Defenders.
We know that Jessica Jones is coming back. There's rumors that Luke Cage might be there.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure if Iron Fist is like.
So there's been
but
leaks and photos of them on set. I mean, anything these days can be AI based, right? So take everything with the largest grain of salt.
Big time.
It would be interesting to see how they're taking a much grittier story of the Daredevil Born Again series and introduce those characters, because back on the Netflix shows, like, yes, they were darker. They weren't as dark as they currently are, and I am loving this darker MCU.
Yes.
But enveloping these not necessarily lighter, but less gore-prone characters seems intriguing to me.
I always think it's like anytime that they say like a bad word, it's like, look, we're saying a bad word. Like, aren't we edgy? Like, look at us, we're cool.
That's
we're on
going
Disney
back
Plus.
to Arrowverse CW series.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, it's like look what we can get away with now because we're cool like that. But yeah, anyway, so episode 1 ends with Daredevil kicking a bunch of ass of some vigilante task force guys, and is saved by Bullseye. What? Yeah, he throws a knife in and like chops a bunch of guys up, and then it just says "you're welcome" on it, which is like so funny. Just like,
is that episode 1 or is that episode 2?
That's the end of episode 1.
Okay, because I remember back in episode 1. Again, this is just how forward-thinking Matt Murdock is. He puts a watch in a case.
That was sick.
We don't know what that was supposed to be at that time.
So he put it in there so that he could find it later.
Yes, exactly. Because when in one of the later episodes, that comes back into play.
Yeah. So episode 2, Dex is back and he's bullseye-ier than ever, and he's turning on blue lights left and right, which I think is so funny. Like, it's okay. So it's supposed to represent like he's locked in and he's just like he's enveloped the whole scene with his bullseye-ness and he's gonna like just about to kill. But it really does feel like he's like, hey guys, I just brought some blue lights and I'm just gonna turn them on because I want to look cool.
Well, it's like the elevator scene, right? It's like,
oh yeah,
I didn't even notice at first. Like, why is the elevator blue? Oh, that's why.
It's like, again, with my film knowledge, I'm just like, okay, that's just like some grip turning up the lights very slowly and being like, yeah, looks good. What's also really
weird. For those who don't know, Ryan has a film background.
It's true, yeah. What's also really weird is the videos from BB, the citizens like talking about like, oh, like Fisk is great and blah blah blah. It's very unnerving because of just the color scheme, but it just looks AI generated, and I know it's supposed to sort of be this unnerving thing because then it kind of bleeds into the whole like fuck Fisk video of like the Max Headroom guy. Yeah. But it's just like, it's just so weird.
It's definitely a double-headed coin there, right? Like, it's showing one half of what the citizens want to portray, and then you have like the darker half of what's actually happening, because a lot of the citizens are super happy and pumped that Mayor Fisk is stopping crime. It's like, but he's not really stopping crime.
It's true.
He's hiding the crime.
Yeah, exactly. He's stopping what he thinks is crime while he commits the other crime.
It's so you haven't seen a show called The Boys.
I have not. I'm sorry.
Great show. Very, very, very violent.
I've seen clips.
It's fantastic. I love it. But in that show, the main company, Vought, they, again, spoilers for a show that's been out for many years at this time, basically fake the heroes saving people. They will have it set up so that something is about to happen and the hero can swoop in and save the day, but no one was actually in danger. But they do that so that the media sees them doing all this good, so that they can do all the shady stuff in the background.
See, that to me seems more akin to real life. Like, it's funny, like, how close sort of the anti-vigilante task force is to like certain sort of crazy political stuff going on right now.
That's why I'm glad to be in Canada.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is that they wrote this season and filmed it like sort of like last year.
It's definitely hitting closer to home than I think they would have realized at that time.
Totally.
But
and there was a line when Fisk and Vanessa are in their bedroom and they're talking, and he talks about how he owns an island.
Oh no!
And I was like, oh
God,
rich
yep.
politician on an
Yep,
island.
yep.
Ooh, that's not good news. Oh boy. But he also hates sand, so he might be Anakin Skywalker because he was talking about the sand. I hated
Of course,
it. Vanessa
gets everywhere.
Yep, it's irritating. I hate it. Yeah. So then for episode 3, it starts out with basically Karen and Daredevil have kidnapped a anti-vigilante task force guy, right?
Crazy how they're the heroes and now they're kidnapping people.
Yeah, but there's a great line where he's those officers like telling them all about Red Hook and whatever, and telling I'm telling the truth, blah blah. And Daredevil's like, he's a liar, you're lying to us. And then he just whispers to Karen, he's like, nah, he's telling the truth. Because obviously he can hear his heart beating and whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he's trying to play the good cop and the bad cop, but he knows the truth one way or the other.
Yeah, so that was kind of a weird, wacky, sort of quippy line. And I think just to kind of rewind back to episode it might have been 1, but he was fighting some officers in his hideout, and they shined a flashlight on him, and he smiles at basically just almost breaks the fourth wall, but just smiles because he's blind. He's not gonna get blinded by a flashlight. Yeah, but they use sound in a really interesting way when Kirsten is being led through the Red Hook facility.
Yes.
And she's got blackout goggles on. She can't see anything. And when I saw it for the first time, I was like, why is this why are they focusing so much on this? And why is she walking through so much and whatever? Why are we seeing sort of the puddle and the stairs and whatever?
The birds.
Exactly. Yeah. And so then, of course, she gives Daredevil the heads up of all these different sounds and stuff like that, so that he can navigate through.
He's like, they blindfolded me. All I could do was hear. It's like I can work with that.
Yeah, that's a good line. But also as if she remembers,
right?
I would be like, I don't know where I got on the bus.
If I'm blindfolded, it's like, cool. I'm not paying attention if my boot taps a puddle of water. Yeah. I also don't know. It's like, cool. Did I tap that puddle 20 feet in? 100 feet in? I don't know.
And in the moment, I'm certainly not thinking, oh, there's some birds in here. That's interesting. Or oh, we're going downstairs now.
Because, when she's getting walked through, it's middle of the day. Those same birds are going to be in the exact same spot when he's showing up in the middle of the night.
For sure. Yeah, right. So that was a little bit wacky.
The puddle's going to be there. It's not going to be evaporated or anything. Dry up.
Yeah, it's not going to rain anymore. Yeah. And then we get a one-shot. We get a continuous take. The classic Daredevil single take fight scene sequence.
So good.
So he's fighting the guards with swordsmen, and you can kind of see where they hide.
Not only fighting the guards, but protecting the civilians that were taken there as well.
And stabbing the guards with rebar. And his billy club.
Yes,
and
very much so.
Probably killing them. But
they're just taking a very long nap, Ryan.
Oh yeah, it's. I'm sure they're fine. They'll just walk it off.
Yeah.
So where do you rank it that continuous shot amongst the hallway fight from Netflix season 1, the stairwell fight from Netflix season 2, the prison escape from Netflix season 3, and then the Dex fight at the beginning of season 1 at Josie's? Where does that sort of fall amongst? Because to me the goated one, the top one of those is the prison escape, because that was 11 minutes and it was basically watching a play.
It was
crazy.
Beautiful. This one is definitely in the runnings. To be fair, I haven't seen the Netflix show in quite a while, so I can't properly rank it, but I know those shots were fascinating. But again, given the times and everything, obviously this is going to be, they have more practice with it. They have more invested in it almost. But again, it was just cinema. It was beautiful.
So good. And I mean, you can kind of see where they hide some of the cuts in it, when people cross the screen and stuff. But at the same time, it's it still always looks so good. Then we see White Tiger's niece has the amulet now from season 1, where Hector Ayala had the White Tiger necklace that gave him powers, and
which if you saw one of the older Spider-Man cartoons, it's older now, but you know that she is a force to be reckoned with.
She's pretty cool. She's pretty rad. And then she slashes the tires of the task force, and of course she has used. It's funny because
it's a single dagger, but it's 3 lines.
Slashes, and it's okay, all right, we get it. She's the White Tiger. Yeah. And then I have it in my episode 3 notes, but I might have it in episode 2. I can't remember. But Vanessa Fisk has floor time. She's lying on the floor.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, I know exactly what that feels
we all get stressed out. We all have, those days we just need to ground ourselves. Yeah. But also she is
kind of losing it
a little bit, but also kind of not, 'cause she's having this sixth sense of she's being watched, and people are kind of things like, oh no, it's just, kind of like PTSD kind of thing. But when she's in her bedroom at night and she gets that sense of looking at her window, Bullseye's there.
Yeah, it's creepy.
So
It's real creepy. So she's like kind of onto him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when I saw her lying on the floor, it's just like, yeah, that's relatable.
See, I feel you.
Yeah.
I can recognize that emotion, that state. It's like, yeah.
I could use some floor time too. So don't you worry. But yeah, I'm excited to see what's next to come in the next couple weeks leading up.
Absolutely. And
Until,
then it's supposed to be leading in to the Punisher
yes.
final kill, last kill.
One last kill, I think.
Yeah.
And that leads into Spider-Man Brand New Day. So like we're gonna be having a lot of connective tissue stuff, which
Again,
awesome.
Building on that timeline, which awesome. The fans like their timelines. We like making sure that things are in a continuous order so we know where to sticky note certain things. We know where to pull certain information, right? It's like, hey, this led into that, which caused this to happen.
Or our big board of conspiracy theories with all the red yarn sticking to everything.
Bring up thumbtacks in the yarn.
Yes, exactly. So it's going to be a good summer for Marvel stuff for sure. All right, we have reached the next segment of the podcast, which is one of my personal favorites. I know we've only done 2, but I really like it. It's kind of fun.
I mean, we've only done 2 officially.
Well,
I feel like every time we play a game online, we're always doing a podcast.
Yeah, those are all unofficial, redacted episodes. But it's time for Way Back Playback. So for Way Back Playback this week, so this is a segment where we talk something nostalgic, so something from the past that was really meaningful to one of us, just whether it was a show, a movie, a game, a book, some form, like a toy even, we'll get into. But
and in our almost 30 years of life, we've got a lot of it.
Now, yes, I just turned 30 recently. You're coming up. But I'm hoping that you still have some youth left in you because this week for Way Back Playback, I want to talk about a animated show that we watched as kids, probably after school, if I had to guess, most of the time. It was pretty cool, just the way that they did it, because it, like the classic cartoon characters are kind of the same every week. There was a bit more sort of variance to it. And this show that I'm referring to is the Disney show, The Weekenders.
Yes.
So The Weekenders, I think, just had their 26th anniversary or so recently.
Jeez, don't tell me that.
Yep, you just crumbled into bones in front of me. So for those that don't know, that don't remember it, or that do remember it, it was an animated series that aired 4 seasons from February 26, 2000.
Was it Disney XD?
It was Disney Channel, like Prime.
Yeah,
Disney XD didn't exist yet.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. It aired from February 26, 2000 to February 29th, 2004. It was created by Doug Landale, who also did Dave the Barbarian, if you remember that show as well.
Dave the Barbarian.
So
I have super good familiarity with that show there. Yes. Weekenders was more my summer show.
Yes.
And then,
So it was about the weekend life of 4 12-year-old 7th graders, and it was told in real time from Friday to Sunday. So they always had the title card of what day it was, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that was pretty much consistent through every single episode. So it pretty much told the weekend from when they get out of school on the Friday afternoon to Sunday once they kind of wrap up the story and learn the lesson and all that. There's 4 main characters: Tino Tonatini, Laura McQuarrie, Carver Descartes, and Tish Katsifrakis. They're all different ethnicities, different visual color palettes and everything. So it
was a show that was supposed to reach and touch a lot of different people,
yes,
right? Like not just the yous and me's of people, but for anyone. Like it's for kids. It's for everyone. Right?
Yeah,
it's for everyone to have a connection to a show.
It had very good representation. There were side characters like other parents. They had some teachers. There was like the pizza guy who worked at like the pizza place.
Well, that's one of the things I remember so fondly of that show. Is like, yes, it wasn't just about those core characters. They fully reflected on the different relationships in that show, especially with like the parents. Like there was a couple episodes where it really showed different family dynamics and kind of how to navigate those tricky situations, right? So it was really something that hopefully alleviated some stress from some kids, right? It's like, hey, look, I'm not alone in these situations. People are out there that can understand me, and there's ways to get around the circumstances that are going on in life, kind of thing, right? So
I think for example, like the Tino and his mom dynamic,
precisely,
like definitely sort of normalized the sort of like split up parents.
Yep.
Life that sort of was kind of making its way into like cartoons and shows when we were kids.
Exactly.
And,
Not the perfect cookie cutter family.
Yeah, exactly. And making it a bit more normal for like those situations. Like for example, like when my parents split, like it wasn't like a crazy thing because like, I had seen it in cartoons like The Weekenders. Do you know who sang the theme song to Weekenders?
I couldn't even give you an educated guess.
Wayne Brady.
What?
Yeah, it's Wayne Brady singing the song to Weekenders, like the "Everybody's in a time to be crazy, we work so hard, there's no time to be
You
lazy."
know what? I can picture it, but you could have held me at gunpoint. I could not have told you that. Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, so that song's a banger still. Like
Yes.
every now and again I listen to it. It's pretty good.
It's so interesting. Like so many kids' cartoons, the opening title sequence is from so many people that you would not consider to be like singers, songwriters, people who are doing kids' cartoons in a sense.
Yeah, like it's you go back and you listen, you're like, oh, that's so and so.
Yeah.
And like you just never knew because you heard it a million times, but as a kid you don't think of it.
No.
The show had a bunch of good running gags. For example, like every week, the pizza place was always changing themes.
Yep.
It could have been superheroes one week. It could have been Asian themed. It could have been computer themed.
Clown themed.
Clown. There was one where it was like a discount store, and they were like finding discount pizzas.
Yeah,
and
yeah. One was like a
getting marked
70s
down.
disco kind of thing.
Yeah,
like-
which is like so funny just to like kind of reference the idea of like how quickly things change, like how trends change, and sort of 12-year-old's perspective of it. There's a gag of Lore. She can't keep track of how many brothers she has. She has like 17 brothers, and she's always like, is it 14 or is it 13? And she's like this big family of mostly boys, and she's the only daughter. Tino's mom is always cooking weird food. Like there's one
the
episode
weirdest food
where she was
man.
made, she's like, it's my own recipe called squudge, which is squid fudge, and it's just absolutely insane.
As weird as they were, there was a couple I wanted to try. It's like, yeah, that looks interesting, but I want to try it.
Yeah, or like a bowl of like weird eyeballs, like jellyfish
That
eyeballs.
would have
Oh
been
my
a
God.
no. That's for sure a no.
Tish's home country was always being referred to as the old country.
Yep.
And it's just like very vague as to like where she's actually from. And then now this was on Wikipedia, and I'm saying this verbatim because
Are you saying you don't know the show by heart right now?
no, but like the way that this is described on Wikipedia is very funny. It's Carver has a shoe fetish. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't like seeing the word fetish next to the name of a 12-year-old.
Yep.
That's a little weird.
Yep.
He did like shoes a lot.
I think today's term is sneakerhead.
He's a sneakerhead, yeah. But yeah, so I thought it was really funny when I was doing some research on this. Some notable plots. Tino takes everybody back to the crevasse, which was like a cool hangout spot, like in wilderness, that he was like, it's so amazing. And then his friends are like, what are you talking about?
It's just a big empty hole.
And he's trying to prove himself, and like they end up like on a golf course, and they travel to this place, and then they get there, and they're like, oh, we're sorry, we doubted you, whatever. And he's like, oh, I won't tell them. And it was like this beautiful like nature scene. Oh, it was so funny just to like be like, oh, it's so nice, it's real. The one episode where Carver has to do a presentation for a French cake, the croquembouche, which is the first time I ever heard the word croquembouche. It was like
I think
really
that's
tall
a
cake.
lot of our first times hearing that word.
Yeah, so that's whenever I think of like French pastries, I always think of a croquembouche. Laura tries to change herself to impress her crush, but it ends up backfiring because he likes her for her normal self, which I feel like is like such a classic plot of like, I need to do my best to impress so and so, and they're like, but I like
For those
you
listeners,
for
like, don't change who you are. Just be who you are, and the right people come along.
which is a great lesson for
Absolutely.
12-year-olds, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And then I rewatched this episode last night just because I forgot that it existed.
What are you watching it on?
It's just on YouTube. Like it's just.
Oh,
on
okay,
YouTube.
nice. I was
Yeah.
like, where are you finding this show?
It was the group's first boy-girl dance, and so like Tish and Laura are trying to teach Carver and Tino like how to like interact with girls. And there's a great joke which
you need that help, don't you, Ryan?
that's true. That's why I watched it. There's a great joke where they're writing down like all the things that they need to teach them, and it's like dancing, manners, something else, and then like. And then Laura's like, and yeah, all the other stuff that you kind of don't really think about. And then Tish is like, intangibles. And Laura's like, I don't know how underwear is going to help us there. And I thought that was a really funny joke because, first of all, it's like, that's like, a kid's not going to get that.
Right.
But I know the word intangibles from like going to Walmart and seeing a sign above a section that says intangibles and being like, what does that mean? And then learning that it's like, oh, it's underwear.
Undergarments.
Yeah, just any kind of underwear. And then in that episode, they end up they talk about this magical mystical effect that when boys and girls go to a party or like a dance, they end up on opposite sides of the room, and it's like literally like a force of gravity pulling them apart. And then they're like, okay, cool, we're not gonna have that happen to us. And they go to the party, and then that's exactly what happens. They go and they see all the girls on one side, the guys on their side. They're like, oh no,
it's awkward, man. That first dance is always awkward.
Yeah, for sure. Like I remember in grade 7 and 8, like going to dances and stuff, and like people were standing on the sides, and dancing was always really weird. You had
You're just kind of standing there, hands in your pockets, swaying back and forth.
Yeah, or
in your corner where you are.
Or like your zombie arms that are out, and you're just holding your date, and it just kind of swaying back and forth, and not really knowing what to do. But yeah, it kind of brought up some memories. So of just being a 12-year-old and having sort of like this adventurous life that you think you have. Yeah. So like just
very akin to like Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
Ooh, that'll be a good one for another episode later for sure. Wanted to kind of pose a couple questions actually. Was what is something that you believed was true as a kid but wasn't? Like for me,
so many things.
The first thing I was thinking of was I went to a summer camp for film and music videos, and one of the music videos that we made was for a Green Day song, and I was the drummer in that video, and the drummer of Green Day is this guy named Trey Cool, and when you're a kid, you just sort of like make something up and run with it. So for some reason, we had a costume piece of like a Jason Voorhees mask, like the hockey mask, like the white one with the eyes cut out, and I wanted to wear it as part of the costuming of our video, and I just went off on this whole like belief that, oh, Trey Cool needs to hide his face, so I need to hide my face, and like just went with it to kind of justify why I wanted to wear that mask. But yeah, was there anything ever that you were just like, oh my god, this must be the truth because I read it once, like as a kid?
Yes and no. This is just gonna show that I was a bit of a dumb kid. Going back to the original Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
I thought Qui-Gon's name was Obi-2 Kenobi.
Oh, that's awesome. That's hilarious.
And
oh my god.
No matter what anyone told me, it's like, nope, he's Obi-2 Kenobi.
Obi-2 Kenobi, yeah,
because
sure.
it's not Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It's almost like a level of like gaslighting yourself.
Yes, exactly. Like I had coloring books. Like I found a coloring book from when I had as a child 2.5 decades ago at this point. And I crossed out Qui-Gon Jinn's name and put Obi-2 Kenobi because I didn't believe the book that had his name written in it. So I was like, nope, Obi-2 Kenobi.
How old were you when you finally accepted his name was Qui-Gon Jinn?
Sorry, how old am I now?
I still haven't accepted it. He'll always be Obi-2 Kenobi.
In my heart. Yeah. No, I think probably before episode 2 came out, I kind of realized like, hey, yeah, I watched the movie and they said his name, but it's like I wasn't paying attention to the to the lines in the movie when I was a kid. I was like, ooh, cool, pretty laser swords.
You stand up in the middle of the theater when they say his name, you're like, that's not his name.
No, but you know for sure that I got Jar Jar Binks right every goddamn time.
Absolutely. Now, another question for you is the weekenders were always getting into hijinks and stuff like that, right? Like just different adventures and whatnot. Was there ever any? Let's try that again. Was there ever anything that you got in trouble for as a kid that was funny? Like something that was like you look back and you're like, that's kind of goofy, hilarious. I'll let you think of that for a second. I have one where I was at a like resort weekend thing. Like it was basically like sort of like you're on the lake and you stay at like a little like a hotel. And there was like a teen camp. Or like a kids camp that you could like hang out at while your parents were going to do parent stuff. And the group went to these rocks by the lake that were pretty high up, and so like they were jumping off the rocks down into the water, and it was like almost like a cliff that they were jumping off, right? And so me as a little kid, I was pretty scared of that, so I'm like, I'm gonna pass on that. So I hung back on the lower level rocks where the shore was, and there was another kid hanging out with me who didn't speak English, so he was, I guess, just visiting from like out of country, but he was still part of the group, and so he didn't want to go either. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll just like hang with him, even though he doesn't really speak much to me. And so we were by the rocks, and we found like some debris washed up, and so one of the things we found was like a glass bottle.
Oh,
like a beer bottle.
Yeah.
So I guess there were people
Get some sea glass going.
Yeah. So I guess there were some people there who were like drinking by the rocks and just left some garbage there.
Oh, always a good time.
And so me as a dumb, stupid little kid thought it would be a great idea to grab one of those bottles and chuck it into the lake. But I was probably like less than 10 years old,
Yep.
so I wasn't very strong, so I didn't throw that very far, and the bottle smashed on the rocks kind of like close to the shore. And immediately I just hear from behind me, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I turn around, me and this other kid, we turn around and we see like a old man walking his dog with his wife.
Yeah.
And they are coming up on the rocks and like he's like, "Why you think that's funny? You think that you're gonna like throw debris into the ocean or whatever?" And I'm like, "It's the lake, sure, please stop." And he's like, "Some kid's gonna come and get walk around in bare feet and get stitches because of you." And the other kid didn't say anything because he didn't speak English.
Yeah.
So I didn't say anything because I'm like, I know that this guy's not gonna say like,
Yep.
"Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know,"
exactly.
whatever.
Yep.
And so I just was like, okay, if we both don't speak, maybe he'll think we both don't speak English. And then
You being the whitest guy I've known.
and yeah, exactly. And the best part was the old man made the other kid clean it up.
You asshole.
So it was like I didn't really get like in trouble with like my parents or whatever. Like we ended up going back to the
No, you got the other kid in trouble.
but like I mean nobody really got in trouble. It just like there was that old man that yelled at us. And,
Yeah.
and I just
Put
was
the
like,
other kid to hard labor.
and I hope that I hope that kid's doing okay these days. He's probably our
Did
age.
you help him with the glass?
No,
Ryan.
I didn't want to touch glass and he was and the kid literally like the old man was like, "You pick that up," like right in his face, being like, "Pick that up," and the kid was just like, "Okay," and I mean he didn't say to me like, "Hey man, you got me in trouble," because like he didn't speak English. So, but yeah. So have you ever had anything like that? Have you ever thrown a bottle into an ocean? Got yelled at,
No, I haven't
been
thrown a bottle
informed?
into the ocean and got some other kid to clean it up for me. I mean, there was the time that I almost burnt my house down and my parents don't know.
Okay. How did this
So
occur?
I was probably 6 or 7 at the time.
6, 7. Sorry, that's a tick.
I'm quitting the podcast.
Oh, no.
I'm done. I'm done with you. No, I'm kidding.
Sorry. Go ahead. I retract it.
My own fault.
Yep.
So I had a playroom in the back of the house kind of thing, right? I had like a picnic table kind of thing. I had a lamp there. But I had a playset with me. Do you remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ooze set?
Ooh, yes.
So they had like this green slime.
Yep.
You could like mess around with like the action figures. They can like come out of the ooze and turn into the turtles, right? So, you know, silly 6. I'm going to stick with 6, not say the next number as well. Year old me.
Yep.
Wasn't the smartest. I left the cap off the slime tube, so it hardened. I was like, "Oh no, that sucks. I can't, play with this toy anymore."
Yeah, bummer.
So I'm thinking to myself, it's like, okay. I held it in my hand. It's like, oh, it got a little more viscous, more slimy because it's in my hand. It kind of warmed up a little bit.
Okay.
Well, this is the early 2000s. There's no LED light bulbs. There's incandescent light bulbs.
Okay.
Those get very hot.
Okay.
So I look at my lamp. It's like, oh, there's heat coming off this lamp. So I turn the lamp upside down and I stick the bottle of ooze inside the lamp so that it can warm up like a little easy bake oven.
Oh my god. Okay. And
And then I leave it for a bit.
what?
I leave. I'm 6 years old. I was like, okay, cool. I'll leave it. It'll warm up. It'll turn back to nice, clear green ooze.
Oh my god.
And my mom calls my name. I run outside. It's like, okay, cool. I'm playing with chalk outside. It's we're playing on the driveway. Sprinklers going. Summer time stuff. I was like, awesome. Not a care in the world. I go back inside. Something doesn't smell right. I go back to my little play area. It's like, oh, there's a bit of smoke coming off this thing, and the ooze has gone black.
Oh, what the black?
It has burnt to a crisp.
That's
Now, I think my saving grace here was the lamp was made of metal, and it all kind of collected in the bottom of the lamp. Because basically, I have a lamp here on my desk.
right.
It's kind of like a bowl-shaped lamp that has like it's like one of those lamps you turn on from the back, like the Pixar lamp kind of thing, right?
Okay, yeah.
So
Like Luxo.
I turned that upside down to put the tube in it, so it kind of all melted into that lamp and solidified and burnt out the lamp. I may have hid that lamp in my toy bin for months later and
God.
never talked about it with the family ever.
Wow.
But that was the time I almost burnt my house down because I thought, ooh, I can get my ooze back if I warm it up real quick.
That's-
And I forgot about it.
That's crazy.
It's was a different time, and I almost became homeless because I almost burned my house down, and I panicked but hit it and never told a soul about it.
I
Until
feel
now.
like everybody's kind of tried to burn their house down once or twice, like whether it be like with an easy
But I
bake
wasn't
oven or like,
trying. I was trying to save my $2 ooze.
you were trying to reinvent the lava lamp.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and
I
be-
was
be
being.
cost-effective,
It was
yeah.
full of ingenuity, Ryan.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, the last question I want to kind of evoke from the Weekenders is, what is the best party that you went to as a kid? Because you think about that again. I hosted probably the best party that I went to as a kid, because when I was 13 years old,
Yep.
I had a bar mitzvah.
Cool.
My birthday's in March, so had the actual ceremony then, but March is a hit or miss with weather, right? So it's usually pretty rainy, cold, gross. So I had my party in May, just because it was nicer weather. School was kind of winding down, last 2 months or so. And so I had the whole grade over to my house for a pool party.
Wow.
It was sick. I had a pool and hot tub, so we had about 60 people there. We had a cannonball contest. We had a big party pizza that we actually almost got I think we actually did get for free because it was late. And the teenager behind the wheel of the car building the pizza was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man." Oh. So my mom made him pay for it. So we got it for free, which is sick.
Nice.
And it was great, and we had people hanging out in the basement playing Rock Band,
Ooh, I
Guitar
miss Rock
Hero,
Band.
yeah. And it was a good time. We had some of my parents' friends would come, and so like someone brought a chocolate fountain, which was pretty sick. There was like a
Crazy.
whole spread, yeah.
Bougie.
It was great. And I remember years later, one of the girls who went to that party was like, "Oh man, Ryan, like that was the best party that didn't have alcohol." and I took a beat and I was like, we were 13. What are you talking about? But yeah, so and I don't think I've ever been to a party that's ever been as cool as that. And I mean, I haven't talked to any of those people in years, but
Yep.
But you better believe they remember that party. That's for sure. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I wasn't a big party kid when I was.
What? No.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Go
Yeah,
on.
yeah. Surprising to everyone here, I was not a big party goer.
The guy who likes Anthem didn't go to parties.
What does Anthem have to do with parties, man? You leave my Anthem alone.
Bad taste. It's on the
Bad
table.
taste.
Yeah.
What does it say about our friendship, man? Huh?
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah,
go ahead.
Exactly. Anyway, rude. One of the more memorable parties wasn't a party for me, but was for my younger brother. Me and my brother were Nerf gun heavy kids.
Oh, sick.
We got new ones every year kind of thing, right? So we always had kind of Nerf guns on the go. So for his 13th birthday, because, going from 12 to 13 is a bigger deal, had a bunch of kids come over. This is when my dad lived at a different property that had a massive backyard.
Okay, sick.
And he works in construction. So he built basically an obstacle course in the backyard with bunkers, and we had trucks that we could kind of run and hide in. We had probably 15 to 25 kids.
Yeah.
I'm probably 16, 17 at the time, so I'm a little bit older than them, right?
Yeah.
But we had a Nerf war.
That is so cool.
And as
my
a 17-year-old, I was
God,
like,
I'm so
yeah,
jealous.
cool, I'm going to go play with my brother's younger friends. I had my own friends come over as well.
Hell yeah.
Everybody had Nerf guns because like me and my brother shared ours, but then all the kids brought theirs as well. There's one gun called the Rhino.
Okay. Oh,
Similar,
yeah.
like, it reminded me of like the Ratchet and Clank kind of game.
Oh,
as well.
hey, look.
Or no, not the Rhino. I think it's called the Mastodon.
Okay, right.
It is this belt-fed behemoth of a gun.
It's like a minigun, right?
It's like a minigun.
So sick. Oh my
I had
God.
one. My buddy had one. We basically go in and say old versus young, and we just laid into the other team so hard. We probably spent $300 in Nerf darts after that, just replacing all the ones that got lost in the fields. But that was a hell of a time because it was to a point where me and one of my brother's friends got stuck behind a car. We were kind of trying to hold our own without getting hit.
Yeah.
So, not gonna lie, I told him to go look around the corner so that he would get shot before I would, so I could see where the shots were coming from.
Oh no.
And then I was able to pop up and take the other kid out.
You sacrificed him for the good of the cause.
100%.
That's-
He died for the cause.
That's
But
crazy.
but we won at the end of the day, and it was just a great time. So,
That
Nerf
rocks.
guns for the win, man. No one really got hurt. Maybe a couple skin knees, some grass stains on the jeans,
Yeah.
but
Got some welts on the,
Exactly,
thighs, so just
exactly.
like suction cup darts, and
Yeah.
and you walk away a champ. Yeah. Right on. Well, yeah, Weekenders, we salute you and your place in our.
This is a show about
millennial
kids being
nostalgia.
kids, man.
Yeah,
right?
and
like
and-
nothing out of the ordinary. Like another show, fantastic show, Phineas and Ferb. No kids doing that on a weekend, right?
I think just to wrap it all up, I think that the best part of Weekenders was the fact that they wore different clothes every episode.
Yeah, not many shows did that at the time.
Cartoons don't do that because of budget. Because
It's
like,
very
it's
rare
just-
for that to happen.
they had to make different character models for every single character so that you have just more life to them.
Yeah.
Which is like, I thought that was such a nice touch.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of shows that do that. So Weekenders has such a special place in cartoon history because of that. I think it was one of the first shows.
It was
to kinda-
definitely a
kinda do
unique
that.
gem, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're coming up on an hour here on the pod. So I think we got time. We can rapid fire a game real quick.
Yeah, let's hit it.
So we'll kind of go back to Marvel a little bit right now. So I have curated 10 half-star, not one-star, half-star
Okay.
reviews of
So people who truly loved whatever.
who
yeah.
loved it so much they had to tell the world how much they hated it, of MCU movies.
Okay.
So I'm going to read to you, and you can play along at home as well. I'm going to read to you a half-star review from Letterboxd.com on MCU movies. And these are all pretty relatively recent. They're all from this year. So we're as recent as we can get.
Okay.
You're going to have to guess which...
So we're not going to have reviews from like Iron Man 1 kind of thing popping up.
No, I mean, we're not going to have reviews from 2008. We're going to have reviews from like 2026.
Oh, but it could be from movies of
It's
the
all MCU.
Okay,
'Cause people
interesting.
review these all the time because
Okay.
they're sick in the head.
All right. For my own knowledge and sake,
Mhm.
what would be the earliest show or movie that would be come from kind of thing? Like where are
Beginning,
we
the
starting?
start? We're it's the whole thing. Whole.
Sorry, I mean like earliest from now. Like is it going to be like Fantastic Four? Is it going to be Daredevil
No,
season 2?
no.
Like,
It's gonna be like
where are we ending the kind
movies from 2008 till 2025. That's just
of time? Okay.
Yeah, because we haven't really had a movie yet to this year. So anyway, okay. So the first one here. So these are all very, very like full of vitriol. So here we go. This might be an easy one to start with, but here we go. So half-star review. This one's rewatched by Rue, February 13th, 2026. Watched this again out of spite. This movie sucks so much ass. The mere idea that people enjoyed this pisses me off. One good sequence surrounded by excessive, poorly hidden green screen usage and slow, sloppy action directing. So glad they are not letting John Watts anywhere near the next film. This feeling is equivalent to whatever Christians feel when Jesus returns.
Oh my god.
So what MCU movie is that a review of? And you can just guess. You don't need to just really.
I was gonna say,
it.
like from the vagueness that's there, like I don't even know if this is a team ensemble movie. I mean, I know it's a lot of CGI, but all the MC movies have a lot of CGI.
You don't say. So what's your guess? Who are they not? Who do they want? Not want? They don't want John Watts anywhere near the next.
Oh
film.
yeah, I'm you know me, I'm terrible with those kind of names. Like I don't know what
That-
John Watts.
That to me
fucking-
would be a big hint, but okay. But,
Yeah, because you know these people's names, man. I don't.
Okay, well, what's your guess?
MCU, you said, right?
Yep, MCU.
No extended universe there.
Yeah, you got this. You know it.
Can I ask a hint? Like, is this a?
It's a movie you've seen.
Thanks. Thanks. If I may, is this a solo movie or a team ensemble movie?
I mean, kind of both, but I would say solo movie.
Okay. So it's not like going to be like,
Just what's your gut? What's your gut telling you?
is this Thor 2, The Dark World?
Thor 2: The Dark World is not correct. That is
Oh.
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
What?
Yes, John Watts directed the first three
I did
Spider
not
movies.
know that.
Yeah, so they said it sucks so much ass, and
Who directed Thor: The Dark World?
that would be, oh god, now you're testing me. With that. It's you know what? It's forgettable. So we're just gonna leave it at that, and go on to the next review. Okay, this is half star. This is watched by Nita Nami, March 30th, 2026. My first ever date was at the movie theater watching this fuck-ass movie. My ass was bored. And my date told me he used to sell and do Molly and Coke after that movie was over. Heart emoji. What MCU movie is this
What
a
does
review
that
for?
have to do with anything?
Exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry you had such a terrible date, but
But I mean, listen, what's a good date movie that that two people would go see that has a.
So you said these are recent.
I mean, these reviews are recent. They're not necessarily for a recent movie, but I mean, this is probably one of the more recent ones.
So you said they went to go see this movie?
They watched it and they
Okay,
felt
okay.
passionately enough to review it half a star after their date told them how they used to sell Molly and Coke. I mean, Molly and Coke is like a good hint if you think of that.
Yeah. See, like, okay, so was this, I can't remember. Did they say this was a first date?
My first ever date was at the movie theater.
Okay, so I don't know if this helps me really at all, because to me, a first date wouldn't really be at someone's house, hopefully. Hopefully you're going to a movie theater or something akin to that, not just, hey, first date, come over to my place to go watch a movie. So if it's a first date, hopefully it's a relatively recent movie. I'm thinking Thor: Love and Thunder?
Incorrect. It is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, okay, yeah, that is a more recent movie that's come out in theaters in the last couple of years. But
yeah, I feel like there's a lot of love in that movie.
What in that would have hinted towards that movie at all?
My ass was bored. Wasn't enough? No? Okay. All right, well, let's move on to the
There's
next
got to be
one.
something hinting to the type of movie it is.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so let's do the next one. So this is half a star, watched by Donald Glover Lover 74, March 18th, 2026. For fuck's sake, these rotten assholes don't know how to make a good film. Don't know how to make a good film good. This is just a bunch of loud, unfunny shit that Pete Davidson probably ejaculated all over in the writer's room.
God.
People have no chill on Letterboxd. So what MCU movie was that a review of?
Oh, jeez. Was Pete Davidson in any MCU movie?
No.
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm just going to keep saying Thor: Love and Thunder until it's right, because...
Incorrect. It is Infinity War.
Who didn't like Infinity War?
This person Donald Glover Lover 74. He loves Donald Glover. He hates Infinity War.
Who hates Infinity War? Don't answer that.
Yeah. All right. The next review is a half-star review, and it comes to us from a watcher, Rob Goldstriker, which was on March 29th, 2026.
That sounds like a Bond villain.
It does, really. Well, maybe he is, because he said, a movie about smart people made by idiots for idiots. Is this what people who can't do math think science is? What movie is that a review of?
Is this Ant-Man? Is this one of the Ant-Man movies?
Incorrect. That is Fantastic Four First Steps.
Oh my god! You know what? I see it.
It's a big science movie.
It is a big science movie.
A lot of science mumbo jumbo.
A lot of big words for
yeah.
people
So
who don't know big words.
you're batting 0 here. So you got to redeem yourself in the second half of this.
I don't know how I could.
I think
the
okay.
vagueness of these are surreal.
Okay, okay, trust me. This next one you'll get for sure.
Yeah. Trust me, bro.
Okay, this is half a star. This is watched by Aswiston, February 23rd, 2026. I've never wanted to continue watching a movie less. Every time it actually got good, one of the characters cracked a mid-joke that destroyed the entire atmosphere of the scene. Frowny face, question mark. The last 10 minutes were okay, though. It's good that he liked the last 10 minutes. Hey, at least he watched the whole thing.
That's true. That's true.
So what MCU movie is...
I want to say Love and Thunder again, but I don't think the last 10 minutes of the movie were any better than the rest of it.
I'm going to tell you right now, Thor: Love and Thunder is not on this list of ones that I've prepared. I can tell you right this moment, just so you know.
Oh, jeez.
So don't guess it, please. So what MCU movie?
Was it Shang-Chi?
It was Guardians of the Galaxy.
The first one?
The first one, yes.
Oh, come on, people got to get a better sense of humor.
It's true, yeah, that movie's so good.
Like that was a staple of kind of MC movies at the time. Yes, it wasn't the best of the best, but it's not a Thor: The Dark World.
It's true.
It's definitely doesn't.
But people were just there's too many jokes. There's too many jokes in my MCU. I want them to be serious. I love Zack Snyder. Oh, I want it to be so dark and gritty. Oh. Okay, well, I'm
doing great.
You're doing great. This is exactly how I thought this would go.
Content.
So okay, this next review is half a star rewatched by Frog Pebble 77, August 8th, 2025. This movie filled me with incandescent rage, and I'm pretty sure I accidentally threatened my landlord because of it. I'm only saying this because I'm pretty sure people can't jump you on Letterboxd, for the record.
how are you supposed to pull anything from these movies to be?
Come on, man. You should know. What movie would fill someone with incandescent rage? I just want to know what the landlord thought of this movie, too.
Why threaten the landlord?
Yeah, like what?
Threaten the landlord with what?
With what and how?
Yeah. Oh, geez. Because again, it's all subjective at this point. There's no real.
I think you can reverse engineer. Come on.
What verbiage in that quote there do you think could properly relate to any one specific MCU movie?
Record? Maybe?
I know you said it's not there, but Thor: Love and Thunder.
Incorrect. That is the first Iron Man.
You know what? I can see it, but it's also such a gem.
It's so good. It's like, how can you hate it? Frog Pebble.
It's one of the movies that introduced post-credit scenes.
It's true. I remember when it came out, I didn't know there was a post-credit scene until after the fact, and I was like, what? There is? I thought it was like some big like Hollywood secret. Like, how do people know about this? They know it's there. Okay. This next review is half a star. It was added by Noah Olive on February 16th, 2026. Now, I don't know if that means they watched it or not, but it was just added. I could talk for days about how much I fucking hate this flick. Maybe it's just because I've read the comics and know what the story could have been.
Okay.
Or maybe it's just because it's the most take the easy way out, contrived piece of shit plot ever.
Is this Civil War?
I don't know. It is not Civil War.
Really?
It is Endgame.
Wow.
That you'd think it'd be Civil War because of how like the actual storyline of Civil War is, but
Yeah, well, and then just because of how it was portrayed in the comics and how they portrayed it on film was drastically different than what could have been, right?
for sure. Yeah.
But
like,
Endgame, that is,
people got a lot of time on their hands, especially since it didn't say they watched it. They just added, they're just like thinking about Endgame one day. They're like,
You know what? I got some beef to
I
quash.
hate this movie. Yeah. Okay, next one. A couple left. It's half a star. Was watched by Specknerf on March 4th, 2026. Horrible waste of money. Acting was horrible. Honestly embarrassing for the A-list actors they scrounged together. Physical cringe throughout most scenes. Visually appealing with cool fight sequences. However, the plot was poorly made and without context doesn't make any reasonable sense.
Is this Eternals?
Really corny 0.6 out of 5. It is not Eternals. It is The Avengers.
Oh my
The
god.
first Avengers movie in 2012. Really corny. I mean, I guess the Joss Whedon.
Well, I was gonna say
effect.
when you're saying like the A-list actors stuff like that, like, that's when they were kind of trying to get like Angelina Jolie to boost the appeal, I guess, of Eternals.
I guess
That's why I was going that way, right? But
yeah, no, it's
Avengers,
original
weird.
Avengers, yeah, original recipe Avengers.
huh.
Okay.
I thought I had that one for sure.
All right, trust me, you will get this one. I have the utmost faith in you. Half a star. Watched by Ryo, March 8th, 2026. All Thor movies are so terrible, and this movie is especially frustrating because they could have done something so dark and intense with the plot, but they tried to be funny.
Is this Ragnarok?
He gets one! I for sure thought he was going to say Love and Thunder, but it is Ragnarok. You got Ragnarok, absolutely.
It's because they try to go darker for Dark World.
Yep.
And then they completely 180'd for Ragnarok. I thought Ragnarok was very good. Yes, it could have been drastically different. Yes, there was a lot of jokey moments. I thought it was a good movie.
I think they just should have left it at that. Thor:
Yep.
Love and Thunder should have just been like
Thor: Love and
something
Thunder
else.
could have been so much more.
Yeah. They thought we had their trust and they blew it. They blew it. All right, one last one here. Let's see if we can get two on the board. Half a star. Watched by Jess Walda, March 18th, 2026. Literally didn't pay attention. Taking care of my mom and my stepdad had this on. Mom and I just chatted and giggled the whole time since she's all loopy. Scarlett Johansson, hot. Even my mom says, she's so damn hot. I tuned back in and learned Captain America was frozen for like years or something. I'll never be a Marvel movie girl. Sorry to my stepdad. I think this was one of his faves. But I wanted to put this in my diary to see that I've watched something other than When Harry Met Sally. Are superhero movies just people fighting the entire time?
Is this Winter Soldier?
Yeah! It's Winter Soldier. Scarlett Johansson,
Yep.
hot, is the only thing I can really take away from that. and agree with. So very good. You get 2 out of 10.
Well, Scarlett Johansson, that narrows down the possibilities of what it could be.
For sure.
Scarlett Johansson, Captain America, narrows it down even more. They don't really talk too much about, him and Ice. Like the first Avengers movie is that kind of jumping off point kind of thing, right? So, yeah, it was kind of leading into Winter Soldier there. So
Scarlett Johansson hot.
Scarlett Johansson hot.
Scarlett Johansson hot. Well, congrats. You got 2 out of 10. Yeah.
So I got half a star. I think that's quite literally half a star worth of points.
I would give your performance a half a star, maybe even 1 star, maybe, but yes. Well, thank you all for joining us today on the Side Quest podcast. We had a lot of fun. We talked about a lot of stuff. We went a little long, but we wanted to give a bit of a juicier episode for our second one, just to kind of feel the vibe. So be sure to subscribe to us wherever you get podcasts. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel, which you're probably on already if you're watching this.
We'll have that linked in the description.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
but also comment where you can. Let us know kind of what you're thinking. Let us know if our equipment is sounding right, sounding good.
Yeah,
because
let us
again,
know feedback.
we're learning as we're going, right? So we're here to learn and grow with you guys.
And be sure to follow us on Instagram, Side Quest Pod Games. We'll try to post some behind the scenes stuff or some clips for the general public to check out. And let us know in the comments if you like Daredevil Born Again, if you remember The Weekenders and any memories you had, and what's the coolest party you ever went to as a kid. All right, Side Quest, peacing out.
Signing off till next time.
Bye-bye.